Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Starship Theory. Now we have managed to survive quite a bit through some pretty hairy situations. At this point though, I'm going to be turning off the food dispenser and turning on my two mining lasers because we are just about to hit yet another asteroid field, and my god, I'm praying to the gods of RNG that they will give me some silicon, because I have been absolutely devastated by a lack of silicon throughout this entire run. Actually, it's just been so poor. Like, I just have not been given any silicon by the game. And you know, I've actually it's really disheartening because I have so much of everything else that I could do a lot if I just had a little bit of silicon. There's some water. Oh goodness. Come on, give me some silicon, please. I'm gonna start maybe trying to go for bigger rocks. Oh yes. Oh, okay, I got a little bit of silicon there. That's really great. Let's keep hammering away at these guys. Ooh, metal actually. Let's grab some of that metal. We're overheating slightly. I will overheat for some metal. I don't want to overheat too much though. I don't want fires to break out everywhere. Okay, come on. Oh, let's go for this big rock and let's hope that it spawns some silicon. Come on, big rock. Be kind, be kind, be kind. Give me the silicon. Oh, no, but we found water and gold, which are totally acceptable long term. But again, we just really badly need silicon. Come on. Ugh, metal. I'm not even going to grab that metal. I'm just going to cool down and hopefully roll for another silicon drop. Ugh, I don't need that metal. It's such a huge bottleneck that I feel like there was a patch or something, because I've never had this much trouble. Oh, it's a little bit. I've never had this much trouble getting some at all, and this just feels like way too rare. They want to buy some water. I will sell some water because I do have a little bit of an abundance of water, and I do need more credits because I do want to eventually buy some crew. I'll grab some more water from there. I will grab that little bit of metal. I'm gonna let my ship cool down again. Keep firing our way through these guys. We're gonna immediately plot another course for an asteroid field. Oh, come on. Yes. Okay, we got a bit of silicon. Holy crap. All right, let me turn these off. Flick on all these guys. Okay, so we got a little bit of silicon. The first thing I'm going to... I don't need to get food right now. So I'm going to grab an extra small solar panel. I'm going to grab an extra CPU panel. Then I'm going to grab a small heat vent. This will give me the capacity to do more with my ship. I can now turn on pretty much everything in my ship. I might just need to turn off the navigation console. So we're gonna set a course for an asteroid field. I'm going to flick off the navigation console. So now we can run pretty much everything in our ship. We have a surplus of power. So the next thing we're going to go for is we are going to be going for a second engine. So we need five more silicon for that. And then after we have that second engine, which will be not too far from now, we are going to upgrade and start doing research. So that's the sort of pathway that we're on right now. And I'm hoping it's a good pathway. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think our ship is starting to look kind of okay. It's starting to come along nicely. We have plenty of room for components. We have a fairly good living space. We have food, water. We have food, water, a navigation console, and some storage. I do have another one of these cargo things out here because I'm almost full of metal, but the silicon bottleneck. I feel like a broken record. 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 Okay. All right, we're popping out asteroids. Pow, 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 pow. A little bit of metal. Don't care about metal right now. I'm just going to pop as many asteroids as I can. Although the great news is because we have four heat vents, that means we can be a lot more aggressive in our attempts to pop these asteroids. We don't have to worry about overheating right now. We will overheat occasionally, but we don't have to worry about it. Like, it's not a problem anymore in the way that it was when we only had one heat exchanger, for example. I will grab the water. Water is the lifeblood of your ship. Water is like it just keeps you alive for longer, so I'll always go for a bit of water. I don't think I'll be able to pop that. I can still use my thing while I'm going past the sun, I think, because we do have enough heat clearing to do that. I don't want to pick up any metal. I really don't need it. Except for the sell, which I could do. I suppose I could sell it, but that's really RNG based too. I've just been getting really terrible RNG, and it has not been in my favor even slightly. We are overheating slightly, so I will flick those off for a second there. Seriously, I haven't got a single piece of silicon out of this entire asteroid field. That's crazy to me. Usually you get a few pieces per asteroid field, and it's not happening for me. It's really, really not happening for me. It's not working. Popping as many of these as we can. All right. No, none there. None there. No. No. Well, that's that, right? Let's plot a course. Flick off this mining laser, flick this on, and then, oh, can I do this from over here? And then I will set a course for another asteroid field, and then I'll switch them again, because we are just going for broke. Going for broke. Now, I could potentially delete this navigation thing and then build a research station and all that sort of stuff. But I actually think the navigation console is so important that I'm just going to keep it around because it lets me dictate the course of the game. It lets me dictate what I encounter, which is amazing in a game where if you don't have that, you're kind of at the whim of the random number generator. And I mean, even though I have this, I'm still at the whim of the random number generator, which, let's be face it, has not been kind to me this run. It really super has not been kind to me. Okay, looks like we've got a ship coming in on the long-range scanners. Now, this is almost certainly going to be a hostile ship. I feel pretty certain on that front because I've had a couple of friendly ships come in and they're probably going to instantaneously power up their weapons when they arrive on warp. Ship exiting the warp. Ah, no, they're friendly. They're selling silicon. Oh. Mine got... Okay, I will sell some water and I will buy the silicon. Oh my god. Now, I could have probably bought a crew member, but I think I need the silicon more. So this is just gigantic for us. So let's get started on some building. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build 2 engines over here. And the reason we're building 2 is because we're going to delete this one. That's pretty much the logic of my plan there. Build 2 engines and delete 1. I like to stick to the medium components for quite a while. I think the large components are really cool, but the really big downside to the large components is if they get set on fire, they just stop working. So it's kind of dangerous to... I think it's dangerous to rely on a single large component. I prefer to rely... but it's also dangerous to rely on a bunch of small components because they can easily be damaged by asteroids or shot off. So I like to rely on a bunch of medium-sized components when I get into the mid-game. And I think we're... Oh my god, look at all the silicon! We're in the silicon dream right now. Looks like they're leaving. That's good. Oh, get a bit of water and get some metal. See if we can do some lasering here. We also need weaponry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this engine and then I'm going to turn this engine on. So now we have +1 ship evasion. This is huge for us. This means we can... Oh, I need to be careful here. Grab that little bit of silicon. This means that when a hostile ship comes in, we'll be actually able to use our jump drive, which we haven't been able to use for pretty much the entire game because we were silicon starved for so very long. Oh, I don't want to overheat too much. Those blue stars are very aggressive, so you want to be careful. Silicon. Oh my god, this has just been the silicon field of dreams. This is gonna significantly change how well we're doing. Okay. I'm gonna make a hole here and then I'm gonna put down some more flooring. Once that hull is finished, so we are still just barely high enough on the ship evasion to have +1 evasion. And the great thing about evasion is it reduces the chance you get hit by asteroids. It gives you the ability to use the jump drive. I'm going to create 3 new flooring for the ship so that we can place down, for example, we want to place down the navigation console. We're also, or not the navigation console, sorry, the research station. We're at the point now where we can start researching, and we do have a scientist. I will put the research station over here. Okay, just about finished. Okay, we will stick down that research station. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab an extra solar panel and an extra CPU. Just for the little bit of an extra buffer zone on the power and on the power and the CPU, because otherwise it can be a little bit dangerous managing all that. You never want to be too low. I like having a little bit of a buffer zone here, which is just nice. I will turn on this guy, and then I will set a course for an asteroid field, and then I'll power it off, and then I'm going to power this on. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to research is going to be life support. This is so so incredibly important to have life support, because it protects you from hull breaches, or rather, it doesn't protect you from hull breaches. It saves you from hull breaches. Like if you can survive the hull breach, it saves you. So we're gonna want life support pretty early. We're also going to want to pick up medium solar panels. I think the very first thing I'm going to do, since medium solar panels are more efficient than small ones, I am going to rush for the medium solar panels. So let me open up the science research screen here, and I'm going to say research engineering. And now Renee should head over here and start researching. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think what I'm going to go, I'm going to grab medium solar panels, and then I'm going to grab the medium plant beds, so that we can grow more food more efficiently. So the next thing I want to do is probably to actually see if we can get an extra crew member on our ship. So I'm at a bit of a crossroads now. I could go for a third mining laser. That could be a significant boon to the ship, and I think I might just do that. So let me go ahead and extend the ship slightly. I don't extend the ship too much because I don't want my evasion to dip below 1, if I can help it. Now it might do that whether I wanted to or not, but I think I have enough resources to drop down another mining battery and another engine, so we might be able to survive that, even if it all doesn't work out exactly how we're hoping. We can start hammering away at some of these rocks. Oh yes, give me all that resources. So let me grab, where are they? Utility mining laser, and then 2 small heat vents. It costs me 9 silicon. I'll need some power too for that, but that'll be something we do later. Building a long ship this time. Looks like we have found an enemy ship on our long-range scanners. Pop some of these asteroids. Ooh, a little bit of metal. We have a lot of metal, an absurd amount of metal actually. Yes, silicon. That's the big bottleneck. Picking up some silicon. Water is also good to pick up, as usual. Oh, I'm going to stick down another piece of hull over here, and then there's going to be another solar panel and another. Oh, silicon. Great. I'm so excited whenever I see silicon now. I'm like silicon traumatized. Oh my god, that one had everything in it. They're not currently hostile. Ah, they will buy silicon. I could sell my gold. I could sell water. Oh, I'm going to sell the gold. And I'm going to sell the water. And then I'm going to buy a crew. Oh no, I don't have enough. I have 1 credit. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. What bullshit. Oh my god. Ah, look, it's fine. There'll be other crew that we can buy. It was just I was hoping to get them now because it would mean I could extend what I'm doing on the, various tasks and stuff like that. But it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Now our evasion has dipped down to 0 again, which is worrying. So we are going to want to build that 3rd engine. We got some work to do. Ooh. Ah, damn it! I couldn't quite reach it. I am only using 2 things right now because I don't want to reorganize my ship while I'm in the middle of an asteroid field because I could mess things up. So we're about to be through the asteroid field, I think. So let's pop this rock, and we'll pop this big guy over here. Nice one, nice one. And then I'm going to pop this guy over here. Alrighty. And finally this guy. Right. We're coming up to a star. So let's get started. We're going to build another small engine. Then we're going to build a small solar panel and a CPU panel over here. Alright, looking good. I might even throw down a hoedown for another small crate, which will let me reclaim this piece of hull out here. I'm going to throw down a second small crate. So let's open up the old research screen. So we have 1 engineering point. We need 1 more to get the medium solar panels, which will make our ship more efficient. Medium solar panels are what I like to get first because the medium solar panel costs twice as much as the small solar panel, but it takes up the same amount of room as 2 smaller solar panels. It also has it gives you 10 extra power compared to 2 small solar panels. So it's just a straight upgrade. So that's why I like to get it first. The medium engine is something I also like to get pretty early because it's pretty damn good. I'm thinking I don't want to extend the ship yet. Okay, so we now have +2 evasion, so we can use, if we desire, navigation console, we can use pretty much all of the components on the ship. Okay, we can't use the mining laser, and that's because we are using a research station. So once we remove this, we should be able to get another solar panel. And once we, you know, we're balancing out things. So we have 2 little crates here to hold our stuff. That's good news. I think we're in pretty good shape in terms of a lot of stuff. Asteroid field detected ahead. So now can I turn on that mining laser? Right, I've got my 3 mining lasers. So I want to select all my heat vents with Control 3, I think. And then all these guys, this just gives me emergency control over a lot of my power and stuff. I don't want to select this guy. Huh, this is like, there we go. Okay, so we are coming up to another asteroid field. We can start popping them out. Now we're doing kind of a pacifist run. It is possible to do a more militaristic run where you attack other ships, and when you kill them, I think you can steal their crew. You can steal the resources that were in them, and such things like that. But you know, we've got 3 mining lasers now, and I think once you hit 3 mining lasers, you're pretty much on the path to greatness. There are still a lot of things that can kill you, but having 3 mining lasers means you can do a lot of work. Okay, we want to pop that big asteroid and see if we can crack it open. The big asteroids, they do take a lot of commitment to crack open, but they usually have some good stuff in them. You sort of get to roll the dice on a bigger reward. Okay, we're about to have our second engineering point, which is good, and we're about to intercept another ship, so we have to be worried about that. Hopefully they have a crew that I can buy. That would be pretty nice, actually. They're powering up their weapons. So let me see, they have 2 lasers, so I can probably tank this without too much worry, especially since we're in an asteroid field, and the asteroid field will absorb some of the hits that they shoot at us. We could just jump for safety's sake. Ooh, oh damn, that was just out of range. We are taking hits, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna keep a zoomed in eye on our guys while we grab some of these resources. Taking a few hits here and there, nothing too crazy. Two little baby lasers isn't anything to worry about in my opinion. We can tank that, no problem. I mean, I could jump, I could bribe them, but I don't know, they don't look scary at all. These guys are doing a good job. Healing up the ship, keeping me repaired. You guys really... Well, if we take... one of the things I really like about this game too is that the enemy's ships, you know, you can see all the same components that you use. For example, here is their navigation console. Here is... Oh! We have engineering finished, so we can actually unlock the medium solar panel. I'm not going to equip, not going to start using it just yet because we're in combat, but soon TM, we will be able to turn on the medium solar panel. So the next thing that we're going to want to unlock is perhaps the life support and then the medium plant bed so that we can grow food more effectively. So Renee is now pretty close to a level up. She's 8. Now, I could have been switching her job this entire time, okay? And that's something definitely worth doing if you're playing a particular way. However, I wanted to play, I like to play in a very particular way where I try to avoid reassigning people's jobs and try to just get by with the jobs they're assigned so that they can level up and become much better at their jobs. For example, Renee here, she's about to get to level 3 intelligence, which means she will be 50% faster at researching. So that's pretty good. And if I just keep her researching, she will slowly level up and become more effective. And once she levels up to level 4 intelligence, I believe any levels after that will increase her health, which will mean she takes more hits to kill, she eats less food, she drinks less water, and she needs less sleep. So, you know, I think it's definitely, that's sort of the way I like to play. I like to let my people sit on a job and do it for a very long time so they get very good at it. Okay. Looks like we're taking some hits. These guys are probably, I think they should be getting bored around about now. Bored of shooting us. It's good experience for our repair people. It means they can fly around doing some healing and get a little bit of experience, you know. It means they're getting closer to that level 4. Although Judy is already level 4, which means she, when she hits, when she gets another level up, she should get some health, which will mean our food and water will go much further, and we'll have less downtime on our crew. And so that's sort of the logic behind that. I know there's probably people screaming at me, "You need to switch your crew's jobs." I was like, it's okay. Listen. It's fine. We're gonna survive. Okay, we're coming up to an asteroid field. I think actually I have the time now to replace these 2 power things. Now that turned off a lot of stuff, but I'm hoping that I will be quick enough to put down a solar panel right there. And that should allow me to turn on a lot of this stuff again. Oh, navigation console, no. Huh. Oh, I'm missing a CPU panel. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to kill these 2. And then I'll stick down the medium solar panel right there. This does mean we're missing out on some mining time, but that's not a big deal. So let me turn on some of these guys now. Okay, we now have an excess of power, and then I'm going to kill these 2 as well, and then place a medium solar panel where they are. And so now we've just done a major upgrade to our ship. We have increased the amount of power we have available to us. Okay, and there it is. So now we can turn back on all of our mining lasers. We can even have the navigation console on right now because we have such a surplus. And there we go. We're in good shape. So probably the next thing I'm going to want to do is make the ship a little bit bigger because I need more room for the stuff I'm doing. Oh, got a little bit of silicon here. Pop this rock. Ooh, some water. And then in this one there is a little bit of metal. I'm going to see if I can pop this guy open. Ooh, nothing in that, sadly. Oh, we gotta watch out for that sun. That sun might start some fires. But now that we have 3 lasers, like I said, we like pop these asteroids and we can get a lot of resources, you know, at a pretty decent pace. Oh, some stuff here. See if I can pop this guy. Wow. Okay, pop this guy. Oh, a little bit of silicon over there. And pop you open. All right, and pop you. A little bit of stuff there. It looks like an asteroid just flew over us. It didn't hit us. All right. Well, now we have a good amount of resources here, so we can start upgrading. The main bottleneck now is technology, is research, which is good because we have someone working on that, right? See if we can pop this open. Grab these guys. Aha, okay. Ship detected on the long-range scanners. Now there is a downside to the small or the medium solar panels, and that's that they're really vulnerable to weaponry. They're easy to kill, and that's why you're going to want to eventually upgrade to reactors, which, you know, they come with their own set of downsides. For example, reactors need maintenance. You need to have someone actively go repair them every X amount of time. So let's go ahead and extend our ship. They're not currently hostile. Buy a crew. They won't let me sell anything to them. Oh, wait, I can buy a crew. Boop, we got a new crew. And this is Alicia. And she is going to be a pretty useful member of our crew. Oh, she's a level 3 science person. That's really good, actually. Because that's exactly what we need. We need someone to grow our food. When we unlock it. So we are hammering away on this stuff. I'm probably going to want to get a second science console too, and then have her switch between making food and doing science. But we will do that when we're finished constructing. This will make sense in a moment. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to move the engines back a tile. to here, and then I'll have more floor room when I'm done. But we are back to our starting crew numbers. Now that does mean that we're going to start using more food, more water, and stuff like that. And Renee just leveled up. I was going to say my scientist, and then I tried to say her name, and I said my Renee, as if I owned her, which is kind of weird. She just leveled up her intelligence, which means that she researches faster now. And we just got utility finished, which means we can pick up... I could pick up a medium crate, which would be slightly better than having 2 small crates. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab the... Oh, I need to wait. Oh, life support. That's what I need. I need life support. We will be putting down a life support soon. I'm going to stick down 3 new engines. And then once at least one of those engines is built, I will get rid of the other ones. And there we go. You know what, Alicia? For now, you can actually just work on engineering, just to help them out a little bit. Speed up the construction and stuff like that. Renee is working again, and Renee will continue. Now that Renee is level 3, she will again try to level up as she does her job. So we built up those engines, and then I'm going to delete this engine. Turn on this one. And then when the next one is completed, I will delete that one, and then turn on that one. And we'll just kind of cycle them in and out. Judy just went to sleep. So it looks like we're coming up to an asteroid field, which probably means we won't quite have these ship reworks done until we get there. So I'm going to call this an end to this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support the channel. And remember to give me a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.